I'm Manuel Hernandez and welcome to Norwich City Central.
Hello everybody, Lewis, Norwich City Central. Welcome back to the channel. Norwich 0, Liverpool 3, a really interesting one. But yeah, disappointed obviously with the result. But in many ways, I think the result was almost second to what was an incredible atmosphere and an incredible occasion. Of course, it's been 18 months since fans were allowed back into stadiums, and to have 27,023 fans back at Carrow, yeah, it was a beautiful sight and it was a beautiful feeling. And yeah, just that roar of on the ball City, spine tingling. Even I'm sure if you weren't at Carrow today, hearing it on the TV, God does it feel good to see yellow and green shirts back inside Carrow Road. As for the game though, I mean, I thought Norwich played quite well. I thought it was a 7 out of 10 performance. But when you're playing against the top teams in the world, against Liverpool, sometimes you need a 10 out of 10 and luck to go your way, and it didn't really happen for Norwich. I thought plenty of positives, but yeah, Liverpool just too good for Norwich in the end. I'd love to hear your thoughts down below on the game and just on the season as a whole, because it's going to be a fascinating one. 37 games to go now, so it's going to be a long slog. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how it unfolds. Of course, it was gutting to miss the championship title winning season. I think the players really deserved a round of applause and all the plaudits they got for that sensational season. But let's hope we can do good things in the Premier League. Yes, as I was saying, brilliant atmosphere. The build up to the game was exceptional, and it really got you going in quite a good way, really. Spine tingling stuff. And as for the team news, I like the formation of 4-3-3. I'm not sure if we're going to see that team play many times together, this season. Obviously, we're going to have Zulis come in, who looks a really exciting player, and we're probably going to play a number 10. But we kind of wanted to counteract what Liverpool have. Of course, Liverpool have been Klopp's teams have been so famous for playing that 4-3-3 with their engine in the middle just pressing, and then allowing you for your fullbacks and for your wide players to get forward. So we combated it, and overall I thought we did quite well in the middle in terms of combating it. Maybe sometimes was a little bit lightweight here and there, but we showed a lot of energy. Gilmour and Rupp's work rate was exceptional. Pierre's Malou helped break up some of the attacks. So yeah, overall I thought we got the system right. It's just Liverpool are just too good, put it that way. And the game started, I think Liverpool had a really good opportunity from the corners. It seemed like they had about 20 corners in the first half. It was absolutely ridiculous. But yeah, lots of corners. Norwich defending well against them for the most part. But yeah, a really good opportunity, and Tim Krul tipped it over the post, and that was a really good bit of play. But Norwich's real chances in this game came from Liverpool playing a high line. We know how much Liverpool like to press, fullbacks getting forward, midfielders getting forward. They play with such a high line, and I feel like Norwich were trying to exploit that high line, and a couple of occasions we did. I think after weathering the storm from Liverpool pressure, a lovely through ball from Todd Cantwell sets Timo Pukki in behind, and he's one-on-one. The angle's closing on him though. He's at an angle, and all he can really do is kind of hit it towards the goal and hope he nutmegs Alisson or something like that. But Alisson makes a save, and then from the resulting corner, Lucas Rupp decides to have a go from 25 yards, and it goes over. That was kind of Norwich's best opportunities, I feel. Allowing, getting those balls in behind, Timo Pukki on the last man. Apart from that, Liverpool were really dominant, and eventually they got their goal. And as I was saying, what Liverpool love to do is they love to press high, and they create an overload on our right hand side. Trent Alexander-Arnold getting forward into a lot of space, and what I love, and I obviously hate watching it, hated watching them at Carrow, but what I do love about Jurgen Klopp's team is those swiping through balls in behind. They're really deadly, and they cause a lot of problems. And that's what happens. Trent puts a swiping ball in. Salah, slightly lucky first touch again, and Liverpool did get a few lucky moments in terms of their goals. Of course they deserve to win, but yeah, Salah flicks on, and Diego Jota, it falls to him in the box, instinctive finish, goes through Tim Krul. From my end it kind of looked like it went through him. I'm sure it was a really good strike, and Tim Krul could have done nothing about it, but it did look like it went through him from the opposite end of the pitch. But no, Liverpool were 1-0 up, obviously having more possession, but Norwich were trying to play our way, trying to play out from the back with Gibson and Handy, and for the most part it was a good first half performance. In the second half, Liverpool continued to put more pressure, getting those fullbacks really high in Trent, and that nice link-up play between Salah, Mane and Jota, and then Firmino came on that's what they're so good at, just that nice link-up play. I think Max Aaron's made a block on the line. I forgot to say Liverpool had a really good corner opportunity at the end of the first half, which I think Pierre-Lee Malou blocked on the line, but 2 blocks on the line. Grant Hanley made an excellent block, and Norwich were kind of riding the storm up until the hour mark, trying to play our play, but Liverpool were just, it was a top-class performance from Liverpool, and yeah, they make it 2-0, and a nice kind of bit of luck yet again for Liverpool, which was obviously disappointing. Comes to Salah, who was you know, doing excellent things in the second half, and tries to play a through ball across. I think Gibson makes the block from my memory, and then Salah has another opportunity, a second bite at it, falls to him fortunately, plays it across to Roberto Firmino, who nutmegs Tim Krul and makes it 2-0 Liverpool, and then Liverpool made it 3-0 shortly after, and there's a brilliant Mo Salah individual strike. Another corner comes in. I mean, that's all I've been saying in terms of Liverpool's corners, but the corner comes in, falls to Mo Salah on the edge of the box, and it's a deadly finish from Mo Salah, makes it 3-0, and that's game done. And Norwich didn't really threaten on too many occasions, maybe did towards the last 10 minutes when the game was done, and when maybe Liverpool began to kind of take their foot off the pedal, but plenty of positives to take from a Norwich City perspective. From the back, I mean, the thing is with this game, I'm not too disappointed we lost, and Norwich, this is probably the worst pre-season we've ever had from a Norwich City perspective. Of course, the COVID cases and the cancelled games, it's been really tough. You know, Rashika and Grant Hanley were playing their first football, they've had no pre-season, and in a way it is kind of a blessing Norwich City have really tough games at the beginning of the season, because of course the big games, the 6-pointers, are going to be the ones which really matter, and Norwich need to get a couple of games under their belt, I feel like, just to get match ready. So yeah, I think in many ways it's good that Norwich have got difficult fixtures in the first half of the season, or the first few games rather, and then they start to get easier against Arsenal, don't they? But yeah, it's really tough when you don't have that pre-season, and I thought on the most part everyone did really well. Giannoulis was probably the pick of the bunch at the back, coming up against Mo Salah at times, but he had a really good game. He looked really sharp, and he looks Premier League proven, so I'm looking forward to seeing more Giannoulis. That midfield 3 worked well. I thought Lucas Rupp had a really good game, and Billy Gilmore, you can see his class, the way his range of passing, a couple of loose touches here and there, but he looks like a good player. And going forward, Cantwell, Rashika worked well. I think Rashika maybe would have benefited from coming up against Tsimikas, the Greek left back, but no, positive signs. Pukki's movement was good, and Josh Sargent off the bench had a really interesting cameo. Looks really good at right back, but no, it looked really good, hungry, and had a really good opportunity towards the end of the game. But overall, Liverpool too strong for Norwich, but positives to take. Man City's not going to be easy, but hopefully Norwich can get a couple of 90 minutes under their belts and then go again, and their season will properly start probably against Leicester. I'd love to hear your thoughts down below in the comment section. Norwich 3 I wish. Norwich 0, Liverpool 3. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.